And then obviously it's Pan-African, right? Or let's call it global.
Yeah.
You're entering into the global market. So with the 90 plus points of presence, you're able to centralize and centrally manage and then offer that service to your business, that wherever it
Yeah, so how we look at it is we move away from the traditional architecture and we move to a hub and spoke architecture. Cato is the hub, and all your users, all your cloud instances, your sites, the data centers, those are the spokes, right? So no matter where you are, it's the same rules, same security policies, same performance, but we're the hub and we're managing all of that. So, and that's why we keep on broadening out, of course, the amount of POPs we have to make sure we're close to the client.
Let's just quickly talk about transition. So I'm a client, I've got a traditional network, many appliances. One of the use cases has given me reason to go to the market and have a look. I found Cato, I've decided I'm going with you. How do I transition? What is the steps that I need to take? What do I need to do? How does that look?
So I guess if you're looking at something like, average customer, 10 sites and 500 users, maybe 3 geographic areas, their appliance space currently, and maybe using a legacy IPsec client-to-site VPN. So typically in an organization like that, what we tend to do is we ship the sockets to each of the sites, okay, in HA or if it's single site, and you build the policy from one central management application. So, you can build a single policy for all the sites the same, or you can put in different policies per site depending on what the customer wants to do. But it's all built from a central management application. The device is then shipped to site, as I say, and essentially all that box needs to get is internet access. So if there's a DHCP server on site, it is true zero-touch provisioning, which is an oft-used term, and frequently it's used where it's not.
Yeah.
But if there is DHCP on site, it will get an IP address. It has internet access. It will basically phone home to the nearest POP. It'll look for, whatever customer A that we're talking about now, this example, it'll look for their tenant. It'll essentially get the config for that site, and it self-builds and it's up and live. And then the customer will see that on the central management application, and it'll happen across all the sites. So typically what a customer will do is, cut over site by site by site. But the actual deployment and building of a site, it can be done in a day, very, very easily. And then similarly, if you're moving from that legacy IPsec where you're terminating the remote user on the firewalls, with Cato, it's terminated on whatever the nearest POP is. So with that, it's an always-on client, and it follows the POPs around the world. So today I'm in Johannesburg, tomorrow I'm in, Lagos. It'll go to the nearest POP all the time. So really easy. It can be rolled out with Intune. It integrates with whatever identity provider you're using, and the same for the sites: Okta, Entra, AD, etc., etc.
And who does this heavy lifting?
So frequently, it will be the partners. In 9 cases out of 10, it'll be the partners. Cato also has professional services ourselves, but as I say, it's companies like yourselves who are highly skilled, and our collection of resellers around the world in every local geography. So,
and we do it kind of in a phased way where we work with our clients, look at their architecture. We do it in a step format of taking a site offline, getting one online without any business disruption, right? That's the key element. It's not like we cut their business and then they move over. We do it in a phased approach. We do that with our partners, or we can do it ourselves as well.
But what I would find in my experience, both coming from technical areas and coming from more commercial areas, the big differentiator with Cato is that time to value. It can be deployed quicker and easier because of this simplicity that's through everything we do. So you're literally on day 2 operation.